Hey, my name is Alan. I'd like to make a plea to the religious people of the world to look closely at your religion and seek common ground with the neighbours, following a different tradition. After all, religion is more than a tradition handed down by your forefathers, little more than that, and a tool used by your leaders to justify war. This is directed at those who believe in only one God. As Ricky Gervais said, I believe in just one God less than you do. I have studied the histories of Christianity and Islam and the individuals who are accredited with founding these religions. Jesus was a good man with a good heart for the oppressed. The religion that sprung up in his name was hijacked by his apostles and those who came after them. His main message was kindness to others and to avoid violence, if at all possible, which includes the violence of enslaving people as payment for debt or for losing a war. He was not sexist, and yet the church of his name pretended that women were inferior for another 2,000 more years. Monotheism, one God, used to be a legitimate version of Christianity until the time of the Nicene Creed. For 200 years between the creation of the Nicene Creed and the birth of Muhammad, no middle ground between Judaism and Christianity was allowed to exist. Anyone who would not recite the Nicene Creed was labeled as a heretic. I suspect that Muhammad was raised as a monotheist in the Nabatean lands, of which Petra was its most famous city. There's some evidence that Petra was also the original home of Muhammad based on the stories of Muhammad in the Quran, and the original home of the Kaaba based on foundations of the first mosques built outside the Middle East. Monotheists believed that there was only one God, but there was no separation of Jesus and the Holy Spirit or any other Holy Trinity. This represents a compromise between the God of the Jews and the God of Christianity. Both Judaism and Christianity claim to believe in one and only one God, but Christians like the idea of a Trinity, a three-in-one. And Jews believe that God only likes Jews. Muhammad believed in no such division or exclusivity of God. This appears to me as common ground between Judaism and Christianity, and that is what the Nicene Creed had hoped to outlaw. One commonly argued trope is that Muhammad was a polygamist. It should be noted that one of his wives was an elderly widow with no claim to her husband's estate, and another was a slave with no hope of standing within her adopted country. He did it, married them out of kindness to the oppressed of his time. In this regard, both Jesus and Muhammad respected women around them, much more than the others of his time. My hope is that those who hold strong religious beliefs look at the customs that they follow in observance of their religion. The only differences are those customs which define the people who follow them. Even if we don't like the way others pray to God, there's no reason to hate or persecute them. If I choose to wake up each day and thank God for being alive, is that any different from those who have based themselves before God 5 times a day? If I choose to accept the God of the Jews and the God of Muhammad as the same as the God of Jesus, who should be offended? Those who push their flock into conflict with those of other religions are deliberately causing division for selfish purposes. Leaders have used the names of gods to justify almost every war ever. We should pray to our God as we see fit, not force others to conform to it. They had different parents and different customs they feel required to uphold. I would like to give a shout out to Reza Aslan for his historical record of the lives of Jesus, Zealot, and Muhammad, no God but God, and also to Dan Gibson for the video showing the reasons why Petra was the first home of the Kaaba. Anyway, please leave a comment. Thanks.